Hey guys, it's the Fact Freak. Now, you know that the deep dive on Princess Fluu is just around the corner, dropping Thursday night, 8 p.m. live on YouTube. However, I thought you guys might be interested in the live stream on TikTok I did with Princess Fluu quite a while ago. Now, the truth is, I've already done a deep dive on Princess Fluu. It was when she just started to appear on the app and was basically known for harassing Lucy Rose and Brian Rose. However, Princess Fluu enjoyed the deep dive I did on her and wanted to come and join me on a live. I asked a few questions here and it was quite an amicable live. Now, you can't see Princess Flu's face, but you can definitely hear that it is her. I hope you guys enjoy and can't wait for the deep dive as always. Don't forget, if you have any information or anything you want to share, you can get in touch on Instagram. The username is TheFactFreak. Don't forget, we've got a Patreon going on at the moment. Once again, TheFactFreak if you search for that. And always follow me on my TikToks and socials. Thanks, guys. Enjoy the video. Is
Hello.
that Hey, man, how's it
Hi.
going?
Yeah, I'm fine. Yourself?
I'm not bother at all, mate. Are you going to come on cam or not?
You can hear my voice. You got the picture there.
Right, okay. 1 second, mate. Is there an issue? Is there an issue to why you won't come on cam? I'm not going to put any pressure on you for that, mate. But is there an issue for that?
No, not really. It's just the thing that really annoys me is that when people troll people and they bully people, no matter what I do, my face is always shown. But there are certain accounts out there that use fake accounts and they troll me, but they don't show their face, and I don't think that's fair. I'm showing my face. I'm not now, but I have shown my face on all my lives because I've got nothing to hide. So why don't they show theirs? Do you see where I'm coming from?
So are you saying, Princess, that you're a troll and that you are righteous to be that troll because you show your
No,
face?
I'm saying I'm being trolled, and the
All
people
right,
that
okay,
troll
dude.
me don't use their face to, as like me and you were talking now. They don't do
Mm-hmm.
that. So yeah,
Yeah, well, that's the fucking nature of the internet, though, isn't it, Princess? Let's face facts.
yeah, of course. Of course
You
it
know what I
is.
mean? Like, you can understand the sort of content I do as well. I will obviously face my fair share of trolls. Um,
Of course.
and people who don't, like Butterfly says here, people who don't show their face are just cowards. Yeah, well, they're keyboard warriors, aren't they? You know what I mean? It's like when I've outed people who are racists and tracked them down through different things. These people think that they can say or do what they want and not be held accountable, which is bullshit. But you know that unfortunately is the world we're living in. And as content creators, Princess, we both are. You understand that we're gonna take some of the shit.
Exactly.
Yeah. So I've got to say, man, where's this all come from with Lucy, right? So I stumbled across your live, right?
Yeah.
Because I often get tagged in the lives and all this sort of shit, right? So I stumbled across the live where you were calling Brian out pretty aggressively, like I said in my video, right?
Yeah.
So you called him out pretty aggressively, and he did. He lost his shit. He broke composure, and he came out and he started screaming at you.
Yeah.
Now, what, like, was this your goal? How do you get underneath the skin of these people? How do you get, like, Lucy and Brian would never entertain me. I've done, my deep dive on Brian's on like fucking nearly 200K fucking views and shit. They've had it tried to be removed several times. They block me on site. How do you manage to get under their skin and get a response,
Well,
get
it
to
all
go live,
started
do all this?
before Lucy. There's these rumours going around saying that I meant to have stole GoFundMe from a charity. That is absolutely nonsense. Okay,
Well,
and
Princess,
then
Princess,
after
you're
that,
entitled to 1 second, Princess. Like, I just want to make things very clear to you. Like I said in my video, I haven't seen evidence either way. If you can provide me evidence to back your point up, I will put it out there, and obviously back your corner. But at the moment, on that, I'm going to stay neutral because I haven't seen
that's
enough
fine.
evidence on either side.
Yeah,
Cool.
I'm not here to convince you, I'm not here to trick you. I'm just literally
Good
talking to
luck.
you to have my say, because I
Yeah,
know
100%.
I like your videos. I like your content. You know, you're fair, and that's what I like. I like a fair person. I don't like
Thank
people
you.
that point the finger. You know, like you say, there's no proof either way, which it's fair to say. But
Hmm.
that's how it all started with Lucy, and then we started talking. We become good friends. We were
So can
messaging
I just ask
Snapchat,
Princess, right?
yeah.
You say that's how it started with you and Lucy, right?
No,
But what
that
does
was
Lucy have to do with you
because
potentially scamming somebody?
when I come across her live, I didn't know nothing about Lucy or Brian. I was just literally talking to them because they were getting so much hate. I was like, yeah, no, be strong. Don't deal with it. Don't listen to them. You're better than them, and so on.
Yeah,
And then people
thanks for
started
the share.
spamming in the chat about me stealing the money, and then that's how it all come about. And
So,
that's all fell
Princess,
out.
obviously, when you say that's come out, it must have come out before for people to be talking about it. What you mean is people informed her of it then,
Yeah, in the chat.
stirred
Yeah,
it up with you.
yes,
Right. Okay. So then, like, I've got to ask, right? I'm not going to go into fucking details because what happens is I can sometimes put out a deep dive that is more of a fishing exercise, right? So if
yeah,
you look at some other accounts, I might make an impartial video, and I'll suggest at the end of it that if people have anything else, they can
of
send me
course, yeah,
information or
yeah,
contact me different ways and things. Because everyone has right to do that.
yeah,
Now, with Lucy, right? You you made claims on the live I talked about in my video that
yeah.
Lucy had sent you images of herself, right?
Yeah.
Are these indecent images?
What would you say that's indecent? You mean naked?
Well, showing genital areas.
Yes, yes,
Right. Okay. So then Lucy was obviously saying that there's no way because she's not confident within her body,
yeah.
that she had certain hernias and stuff. Which actually, to be honest, I'm not saying that I back you on this because, like I say, it's another point that there's no evidence either way, and I don't want to say that evidence if it's there. To be honest, that's between you and your maker. But um, so you're accusing her of recently sending you indecent images of herself.
Yes. It wasn't. It wasn't. I'm not accusing her. It's kind of. It was a mutual thing. We both sent pictures of ourselves to each other. You know, it's not
Right.
as if I
Okay.
said,
Yeah.
"Send me pictures of you." We both
So
done it.
So let's face it, right? Now, recently a law's just passed. You send a dick picture without consent, it's actually a criminal offence, which so fucking right it should be. It's a form of sexual assault. Now, I would assume that obviously you and her, there's been a bit of lead up. You know what I mean? You don't just send this sort of stuff out
Yes, of
there, yeah?
course. Yeah.
So could you not just shut her shit down by providing some of the text conversation in between the images?
The, the texts are on an account to do with Lucy and the people that I trust, because what's been happening is I've been putting videos out there, screenshots and things, and that people keep reporting them and taking them down. Like my account at the moment has been reported. I'm banned for posting anything on my profile.
No bother.
So that's why.
Princess, give me a second here. I just want to address this. Please don't talk bad about my auntie. I haven't talked bad about your auntie. Neither has, well, Princess is basically saying that, am I right in thinking that you identify as she, her?
Yes.
Yeah, right. So she is basically saying that this is what's happened. All right. Now, anybody can say this. She said, he said, they said,
Exactly.
whatever, right? But we're having a conversation about it. You're joking, right? Fair enough. But I have to be 100% clear about this because this is the way I operate. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
this is an impartial discussion.
Yeah.
And that's why I don't have an issue with us, you know what I mean, chatting. So anyway, you're saying that I understand, like, you see, because the thing is, right, even if you put out, like, here's the text conversation between the two of us, I would very easily show how you could doctor that anyway. Do you know what I mean? And change that.
Okay.
But if I'm to believe that obviously you got into some sort of sex chat with bloody Lucy, right?
Yeah.
And she's sending images, and I assume, are you saying because it was mutual that you've sent images of yourself?
Yes. We
Right.
both.
Okay. Right. Well, that's fair. Between consenting adults in a conversation, whatever. So, are you like, do you think that by telling Lucy that this has happened on her live in front of Brian, do you think that she's going to, like, I just can't wrap my head around it. Do you think Lucy is some poor victim and that you want to take her away from Brian? Do you know what I mean? Like,
No, it all with the messages. She told me that she would keep the messages between us, okay, and
okay,
she, as we agreed in, as well, the chat log records. However, she has been sending out a mobile number that people believe is mine, which is not. So I took that as you've broken the promise. You haven't kept my number secret, our chat
so then you
secret.
divulge all this
So I said,
information.
well, actually, yeah. So I said, well, actually, you've got information that I have, and that you promised that we weren't going to share. I'm now going to share.
Yeah, I understand that. Yeah, but you're not really like sharing, are you?
Well, I am sharing.
You're accusing. You're not sharing evidence. You're accusing.
I've shared the evidence, but people keep reporting the accounts, and it gets taken down. So
Right. Okay. When you say you are posting the evidence, have you got an Instagram account? Could you post it there?
no, I don't have Instagram.
But you could create one. Everybody could. It would take 2 minutes.
I suppose I could.
Do you know what I mean? Like, I'm just
Yeah,
thinking,
no,
like,
I
if
don't. I
somebody
don't
would be like,
really.
if you
I
want to
don't.
clear your shit, it's fairly easy to do. But let's move on to your opinions of Brian.
Wow. Okay.
Could I do an interview with Mr. TikTok official? He hates me. Fucking, there's no chance of that. What is your opinions of Brian Rose? Do you know, it's going to be a hot topic, isn't it? It's not going to be an easy
Okay.
conversation, but let's break it down as sensibly as we can.
Okay.
So, because the thing is, right, if Lucy Rose, if you were to believe some of the accusations around Lucy Rose, right,
Yeah.
you would believe that she's a groomer, whether it's with sexual intention or just to help her with things, that she's protected possibly somebody who is a groomer and
Yeah.
worse,
Yeah.
or that she has continued a relationship with
Okay.
somebody who has potentially abused children and her own children.
Yeah.
These are the accusations there. I'm not saying
Yeah.
that this is evidence. I'm not saying that this is 100%, but those are the accusations. How could you be attracted to somebody who would be all right with this?
Firstly, I didn't know any of that happened. As I said, I come across the live and I witnessed what I witnessed.
Yeah,
Secondly,
but you were saying, like,
I've seen
obviously,
no evidence of Lucy doing anything wrong. You know, however, I have seen evidence
but you have
of.
seen Lucy backing up Brian's accusations.
Yeah,
So if the
that I have.
accusations are true, then is Lucy not as bad as Brian? That's what I'm saying.
I don't know is the honest answer.
Well, you know, like,
Because if I'm honest, I've not really seen any concrete evidence that Brian's done anything either. So, I've not seen in black and white that this has happened, this has happened. I've only got hearsay. So if I had concrete evidence that Brian done what he done, then absolutely not. Then she'll be getting
just
a
give
lot
me
more help from
one
me.
second. We've been chatting. The chat's been running away wild with it, right? This
Okay.
man is absolutely delusional. Are you talking about Princess? Because that's a lady right there. That's who she decides she wants to identify. Or you're talking about me? Because if you're talking about the man, I would assume you're talking about me, with the sort of gender roles that we've assigned ourselves, I suppose. But well, that's a good question, right? Dixie's just shot a question there. You can see it. Why are you obsessed with her?
See, I don't think I'm
You can
obsessed.
answer the
I
question.
don't go into a live.
Well, right, okay.
I
Now
don't
I'll
go
shoot
into a
this shit
live.
back
I
to
don't.
you, right, and be like, dude, you've been on our lives fucking multiple times this week. You're now in my live talking. I mean, obviously, you would only be in my live talking about it because obviously the video I've created. So that's a fair pass. But you've been in her live several times this week, right? Now, whether he's been blocked and unblocked or whatever, right? It would, you know, you've been in there more than me.
Okay,
You've been in there
maybe
more
I
than
should
most people.
clarify. I've never voluntary gone into her live off my own free will. I've been asked to go in her live. Lucy wants to do you. Lucy wants to speak to you. Lucy wants you to do this, and then I act upon that, and then I go into her live. I've never woke up in the morning and think, right, I'm going to go in her live today. Does that clear things up?
How was Princess identified? Right, I just want to and Princess, you can tell me if this is wrong here. How is Princess identifying as a woman now because you made them call Lucy James the other day, right? It's a name. We're talking about defining gender. This is where is this the most important part of this conversation? Do we really need focusing on this? I'm going to allow somebody the dignity of deciding what gender they want to be assigned as or referred to as or whatever. It don't fucking piss me off. I'm not asked. There's bigger points here to discuss. Do you know what I mean? That's where I sit on that. I'm not going to sit here defining somebody else's gender either. I swear this guy is being called out a few times. Leave the app. What do you say about that? Somebody wants you to leave the app, dude.
Dream on, sunshine. Dream on.
Now, Princess, right? One thing I will say, my deep diver said I couldn't find your fucking videos on Judge whatever the hell. I can't say his name, right, which is a bastard as well. Judge
Rinda.
There we go, right? I can confirm 110% because you know what they like the screenshot. This guy has been on.
Yes.
He has been on 100%. Because like I said in my video, like I do sometimes, I'm like, I can't find this, and I couldn't. I like I said in the video, I know your full name, dude. I'm not going to expose it here because I don't think that's right, even though doxing is legal if you find names through legal means. But I couldn't find anything. It was fucking so difficult. I was going through all this. I was like, I'm not going to go through seasons of fucking judging. It just shows how some people must have been so obsessed to get the footage out there that they fucking did that. Yeah. I couldn't be asked for that shit. But I can confirm he has been. But you have said that you're on other stuff as well, or you're going to be on other things. What's going on there?
I am in 6 weeks' time, well, under 6 weeks' time, I am due to go on 2 more programs that have been recorded. They're just waiting to be released.
Are they reality-style programs?
A mixture, kind of a mixture. And could you confirm what name you believe I'm going by? Because the problem is you're using a name that's false to find information that relates to me. That's why you're finding it difficult. Tell me the name you're going by. I can say, look, yes, it is true, or no, it's not true, and I can confirm my real name, so you can indeed find the real details. Because
if you want to consent to putting your name out there, then I suggest you put your name out there, and I'll tell you whether it's the name I have or not.
James.
Yeah.
Okay, that's fine.
Yeah. I have the first name and surname as well, but I'm not going to put that. Now, can I ask you something as well? That's completely right. I'm trying to keep up with you guys in the chat as well, because what I will say about Princess is at least having a normal conversation, as in we're not screaming and shouting over each other. And I would like to actually put questions to Princess that you guys are asking as well. Now, to ask him about the scamming thing. We've touched on the scamming thing. And I haven't seen evidence for or against the fact that happened. And I have said outright to Princess, if she can show me evidence that she didn't do it, then I'll put it out there. You know, and likewise for the other parties involved, who have, by the way, I've got to let you know, Princess, have contacted me. Do you know what I mean? Okay. So yeah, it's one of those things. Now, I know that there's a lot of you as well who are requesting to come in the box, and I really just want to lock that down. Now, you guys can talk to me afterwards, but I won't have people coming in here who will potentially just be having a go and being. You've got to be able to engage in the conversation in the same way.
Exactly.
Now, somebody said he makes everything up as he goes along. He's doing it for views and attention, right? So what do you say about that, Princess?
If that's what they believe, what I've learnt with the TikTok trolls or people, they seem to have their own opinion of my life. and no matter how you tell them what's the truth or what's not, they still don't believe you. So you just kind of got to run with them and accept what they say, and just hope they can find the energy to move on and accept it. That's all I can say. I'm living
Fair
my
enough.
life. I know what's the truth, and I put the truth out there. You can either accept that or you can just move on.
Do. He's a narcissist. I've spoken about narcissism plenty on here. Like, have you got a psychiatrist degree? Have you? Are you diagnosing?
I,
I understand that is the word that's thrown around about people that you may not like. He's consistently going on about Lucy. It's bullying. What do you think about
it's called freedom of speech. I can mention who I want, and when I like. So it's not bullying. So because
that? Hey,
people,
Jen, she's not taking me for a mug at all. We're having a conversation. To be fair, Princess, I ain't even told you if I like you or not, have I?
no, you haven't.
Do you know what I mean? Like, because that's not the way I deal with things over here. If you know who I am, then you'll know that anyway. Um, it's not about personal opinion for me. It's about facts. I thought Princess loved Lucy, yeah, but she's cheating on me. She's cheating on her with me tonight, aren't you, Princess? the, he said he has 7 kids. Is that really?
Yes.
Is that true? So you're
Yeah.
saying you have 7 kids?
Yes. Not with the
Do you
same.
pay for these
Yeah.
kids? Do you pay for the kids, dude?
I pay for 5 of them because I see them. I don't pay for the other 2 because I don't see them.
Do you find dudes to be like an open sort of gender thing? I always do.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah, right. So because dudes like sort of my go-to, like you know what I mean.
Yeah. Yeah.
It probably makes it easier for me than to trip up on things I don't want to be. Ask him why he lies about living in the USA. Now, I've got to say, Princess, when I was in your live the other
Yeah.
day, or at least watching some of it on one of my investigation accounts, like people were asking to see plug sockets, right? So I was like, why the fuck is people doing this? So this guy's obviously alluding and saying that you have. Like, have you said at some point that you live in a different country or what?
There's so many different. I've lived all over the UK. I lived in sunny places, rainy places. There's so many untruths and lies out there that they just fly around with what they want. I've explained that I live between the UK and the USA. I have family members in the USA and I have family members in the UK. So my
Can I
visa,
just say, 1 second? Can I just say to my mods, I love you mods, right? But if somebody's calling me out and saying that I'm full of shit with my facts, I'm actually really interested to talk to those people. Just anybody who's using abusive language, anybody who's, do you know what I mean? Like, to be honest, most things fly here, mods. But thank you very much. Keep going.
yes, I spend. I get each time I get a 3-month visa. I'm allowed to stay in one place for 3 months, go home 3 months, go back 3 months. That's what I
Yeah,
do.
I know that's changed recently, but that's to do with the EU and traveling outside of the EU.
Yeah.
Now, so where in America do you travel to?
I don't want to disclose that.
Right, well, you don't have to. You know what I mean? The states are pretty big, but I understand. I won't disclose where I'm. You know what I mean? Where
Yeah.
I'm from. That's totally true. Um, so, well, like, can I just ask? Right, I think myself as making inflammatory content. Right,
Yeah.
I think of myself as making inflammatory content, and I do in some respect. Right, but when I look at a content creator like you, that is literally all you're doing. You're going for Lucy. You you you're pushing the button. Have you had accounts banned? Is it a nightmare for you? You just think like I wake up one day and I've got so many notifications on TikTok. It's all hate. It's all bullshit. What the fuck am I doing this for? Do you ever just think that? You know what's going
No,
on there?
no. I accept people. People are people. If they've experienced bad in their life, I'll accept that. And if they feel the need to mirror hate on people, I also accept that too because I love everyone. I literally love everyone. If you're a bad person, I don't judge. There's no point in judging. To see what I
So
mean?
Do you have a lot of fans? Would you say? Do you have
Uh,
like a close remit of fans and stuff?
I have three accounts, and
Yeah.
I have genuine fans on one account, and what I call Princess Fluu is the troll account. So, and altogether, I have like 15,000 on my other account, and different. Yeah, so it's just if I feel like, oh, I need to get a bit of abuse today, I pick up Princess Fluu. If I feel the need to be, down, ground down, chatty and caring, I just go to my other account. It swings both ways. Every person that comments or criticizes, they're absolutely free to do that, and I accept that, which is fine. Which is I literally don't mind. The only thing when I say I love everyone, but I don't love the acts they do. You see what I mean?
Okay. Now, Princess, right? I'm going to put something to you right now, right? I would suggest that we have a break right now.
Okay.
I'm going to kick you, right? I mean, this is all self-preservation. I'm going to go have a piss and I'm going to get myself a drink. And then, are you willing, because it's my life at risk, for me to allow other people in the box to talk to you? Now, if somebody becomes too abusive, I will kick them immediately. So if somebody wants to make a point or ask a question, that is 100% fine with me, as long as they do it in a respectful way.
I'm going to say no. The reason why I chose to speak to you is because I've seen your content. I love your content, and I know you're fair. You're not
Okay.
biased. You sit there, you don't judge, and that's what I like. What I have found during my lives and so on, there's so many people hating and pointing the finger and giving the false information. I don't mind giving my details out as long as it's the truth. You don't need to put I 69 Wallace Road, or I live at this house, I live at that house, and put pictures up of it.
Yeah.
All I
But the
want is
thing is, you see, like, I would back you, um, and support you in talking to some of these people who you say are trolling you, and deal with it here on my live, risk my live, my account to do that. Um, but if that's something that you don't want to put yourself through, that's your choice. Now, how would you feel about me allowing those people in to speak their opinion without you?
go ahead. Go ahead.
Okay. Now, Princess, I'm not going to let people just go
Yeah.
wild, but it would be I if it was me, Princess, I'd want to be in there saying my piece. Do you know what I mean? I'd
Yeah.
want to be in there saying my piece as well.
There's
That's why I'm offering it to you.
okay. I've said so many things about saying the piece and trying to explain things. And I've explained things so I'm blue in the face in relation to the GoFundMe money. No money from the GoFundMe has gone into my bank account. I can confirm that, and I can prove that, and I
Well,
can
right,
prove that if
okay,
you want.
right,
Also,
Princess. I'm sick of hearing people saying I can prove that. I can. Right, prove it to me, dude. Fucking set up your Instagram account. You know it'll take you literally 10 minutes. Send me some shit.
so you want me to send over my
No,
bank details?
you don't need to send it. Right, you can like. Right, okay.
Do you see what I mean?
Are you
Do I
gonna come
do it?
at, are you gonna come at me about fucking providing evidence? You can screen record your statement without showing your bank details. You can actually do. You can go into your transition thing, but regardless, right? Who set up the GoFundMe?
Both of us did.
Right. So both of us. Who has control over the email accounted for that GoFundMe?
John.
Right. So you're saying that. Oh, for fuck's sake. So I mean, so how could you prove this? This you're saying you could prove it. How could you prove it?
This
How
this
could
is
you
what I'm
send
trying
me
to
proof?
say. I'm not clever. I don't know how to edit things or twist things or do things. What I do is what's out
I'm
there.
not asking you that,
I can't. I can't.
Princess. Right? Sorry, but like, I'm not asking you to tell me how you could fucking make that shit up. I'm asking you like, how do you think? Like you say, I can prove it. I can da da da. Right? Okay. What can you give me?
Oh, some people have
And
just
I'm
messaged
right
me
here.
saying
Like,
they're in
what
the
can you
live
give
and
me?
they kicked off. They were banned.
Sorry.
People in your live who come from my side to watch, they come in your live and they're banned.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Well, people that I speak to on TikTok come into your live.
Princess, I'm not going to like get distracted from my point. Say that you have. There we go. I'm sorry. Like, I understand. I don't understand. My mods are banning people who are being abusive in here. All I'm saying to Princess, and he'll still be in here, I know he is, that if you come to anybody and go, I can prove this, I can prove this, I can prove this, I'm asking, okay, if you can, prove it.